Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So I tapped my earbud by mistake and it started playing music. So, but when I shut it and I kept talking, it if you stayed till the end or part of the end of the video, you see it took the sound out. So the song, I guess, is not needed for this message because, nothing happens by mistake in my life. It all happens for a reason. Okay. But part of what I was going to say was even seeing what's with these energies and stuff, right? It's about these karmic cycles that everyone gets stuck in. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, especially in relationships, you want to chalk it up to love. And it's not. It's not if you're going to continue this toxic cycle, right? And I'm not saying for everybody to get out of these different relationships, be it a friend or work or business, whatever. But if you have to stay or you're choosing to stay, then you need to learn how to work on the triggers, right? And heal these things within you. Because if not, the other person just becomes your damn punching bag for shit that you don't want to deal with. And that's not fair. You know what I mean? And then let's talk about the manipulators out there, because I was married for 23 years. Ain't nobody got to tell me I tried it all to try to help someone, right? They have to help themselves. They have to help themselves, okay? But you got to be careful because they know you. They know the buttons to push. They know the heartstrings that they can tug on, right? And you're the kind of person you are, so you want to help. And that's their way of keeping you there. That's their way of having control. So it's up to you if you're ready to break the karmic cycles or not, right? Because at the end of the day, all we can do is control our own selves and work on our own selves, right? Some people are so messed up out there that when something healthy does come to them with someone that has no agenda or just their best interest or whatever, right? Doesn't want you for your money or these different things. People don't know how to deal with that. They think there's something wrong with that. This can't be true. You know what I mean? And then they sabotage it. And some of them get a little delulu about what they decide to do to the person because in their mind, they created a whole other narrative, right? Because again, they're the victim. They're the victim at the end of the day. So they're out there trash talking you, right? Trying to ruin your reputation, trying to make you look a certain kind of way. When at the end of the day, they were the problem all along. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, everybody needs to start learning how to take accountability for their own actions. Some of you want to put excuses on the addiction or the mental health problem or the this or the that. No, because at the end of the day, most of us know the difference between right and wrong. You chose to move forward however you chose to move forward, right? So, in this music collective, someone's wallowing in their self-pity because they done realized they fucked up. But guess what? They didn't do no work. They didn't do the work. So don't let someone come in and think they're going to push their buttons and get their way back into your life, because at the end of the day, did you learn your lessons? If you learned your lessons and you took whatever you needed to take from it, then there is no reason to look backwards. Your life's going forward, right? If they choose to sit with misery loves company because they chose to listen to misery loves company, because the audacity that you should have a new life or someone that wants to be in your life, right? No, the misery that needs the company, they're going to sabotage it. They're going to sabotage it because you can't leave them alone. Who's going to listen to them cry and complain about their shit? Okay? So, do what's best for you at the end of the day, collective. Okay? It is what it is. You're here to love, you're here to learn, But some people need to understand that love is not abusive. Love is not toxic. It's not. It just isn't. Okay? It's supposed to be easy and calm and peaceful, right? There's enough going on outside of us. You don't need that chaos when you come home at the end of the day and have it under your roof with the person that you supposedly love, okay? And, ladies, gentlemen, this goes for both sides, right? It's just like you're doing something or you want to relax and this, that, and the other thing, and then your partner is over here making a ruckus and doing this and doing that. You know why? They want attention. They're looking to spend time with you, right? Maybe you're busy. Maybe this is happening and that's happening. But at the end of the day, you've got to make time for each other. So what they start doing is they don't care whether they're getting positive or negative attention. All they know is they were there with you and there was some kind of conversation going on, even if it was yelling and screaming at each other. Because now that's what they're used to when trying to spend a few minutes to get some attention. So pay attention to these kinds of things, okay? I hope at the end of the day, you all learn that, love's easy and love's kind. It is healing, though. And you do have to be able to put in the work, right? And you grow together. I have mine, you have yours. We come together and we grow together while still doing our own individual things. That's a healthy relationship, okay? All right. So that's what I got pulling off all that music. Get ready, be ready, okay? Get everything you need. Stay off the roads when the weather's bad, okay? And, everybody slow down and give yourself some extra time for the next few days, maybe weeks, okay? Because, again, it's going to melt and freeze and melt and freeze, okay? All right. You'll have a good one. Be safe, be kind, and don't forget to smile. Take care, gang. Till next time. Bye-bye.